Y'all been lied to. Y'all been straight up lied to and played. Do y'all believe these documentaries when they tell you about BDP versus the Juice Crew? What people didn't know is people think it ended after Kill That Noise. When Kill That Noise came out and they came back with The Bridge Is Over, like it was dead. I mean, no, it opened the door for the Queensbridge Wars. And it was on. Every borough, every city, Philly, Jersey, Brooklyn, everybody aimed their guns at Queensbridge. And it was like, oh, we can go at them now because we can get some money. So when you heard Kill That Noise and The Bridge Is Over and everybody just was raving off that, Mr. Magic, Roxanne, because they still couldn't get no play on Mr. Magic on the radio station because Mr. Magic had that on lock. See, that's what people didn't understand back then. The radio station, like if you had anything playing hip hop, that's what you listened to. And everybody had to depend on Red Alert because he didn't like Mr. Magic, so they would go after Mr. Magic because he was being, biased to his boy, Marley now. So the Juice Crew had all the play on the radio station. But here's the thing, most of these dudes that was coming after them was just whack. They was ridiculous. So, it just became more of a major battle because once Mr. Magic dissed BDP and all that stuff, KRS-One, when he was talking about their record, KRS-One made them the target, and once he started doing all that stuff, it became where somebody had to stick up for Mr. Magic because Mr. Magic don't get on the mic and do all that stuff. So somebody had to step up for him. So it's not that Shan they was like, oh, he just couldn't compete. Shan had other battles going on that he had to attend to more than KRS-One. He was just, alright, I'm gonna leave that alone because dude basically eating off me and people want us to just go back and forth. I'm getting tired of it. Let me work on my other songs that I got, and then I got other problems, other beef going on here that's bigger than KRS-One and BDP. At that time, which I told y'all about with Run DMC, but I told y'all I was gonna get back to this. So when they came out with what's his name, the Queensbridge, the two dudes, what's his name, Poet and Rockwell, how they joined into it and they started keeping the battle alive, and they came out with they joined, and then Shan and the Juice Crew came with the what was that song, Beat You Down? And when they was just really making a point, BDP, no one's trying to diss. We know what they on it. Every time we make a record, they get disappointed. No one said hip hop started out in the bridge, but now you diss all the Queens. So that they was trying to do was make Queensbridge like saying you a sucker, you a soft MC, and all of this stuff. And really, KRS-One and Big Daddy Kane was like the coolest dudes alive. Like they was friends, and they wanted Kane to write a rhyme for Roxanne Shantae, at that time, which you probably all heard about that. But let's skip over that. Let's skip over that because this is where the ending of the battle took place because Scott LaRock got killed. And after Scott's death in, like, what was that, 87? And everybody was like, okay, let's fall back. So MC Shan still had a song out. Nobody, I think it was like, this is like before Scott LaRock died, so it was already out, and it was anonymous, him taking shots at KRS-One at the same time, but it was called the Juice Crew Law, and it contained, you know, them song, you know, a couple of joints he was throwing at him. And then my man Cool C, the one who locked up fighting the death penalty, my man Cool C had the Juice Crew diss. And he was dissing them because most of them, he was like, look, y'all originally started out in Philly, like with me, so don't lie. You know, so he was coming at some of the members of the Juice Crew, like Marley and Shantae and all of them, like, man, look, y'all came up here in Queensbridge, I mean from Philly, and now y'all screaming this Queen stuff. Like, come on. Yep, so that's the Juice Crew's diss, and it was on. Cool C wasn't about that. He wasn't somebody you can run up on and punk like you could did with the, you know, MC Mitch Ski and all them. You couldn't intimidate Cool C and his crew. And, you know, so he was dissing mostly Shan and Shantae. And then Mitch Ski and MG had Brooklyn Brew Up the Bridge. So, brother, help us out. And that's Mitch Ski's song is the wackest song in probably Beef existence. But in the song, Mitch Ski is talking about how MC Shan really used to live in Brooklyn at the time. Because this is the time Shan did stay in Brooklyn. Used to play ball at Albany Park. But the song is so whack. And I mean, it's actually a verse in there that says, MC Shan, you think you're real good looking. I remember one time you used to live in Brooklyn. You used to play ball at Albany Park. I said, oh my God, this is the worst beef rap. Like, this is like we just want to get on so bad and piggyback off the diss tracks that it was like, man, everybody was trying to throw a shot at the Juice Crew. That this weak rap group, they were probably some of the worst. If you want to hear some worst rappers of all time with lyrics, back then when people were spitting, listen to Mitch Ski, MC Mitch Ski. Go listen to him, because he was spitting nothing but garbage. Now you see? Yeah, South Bronx didn't help you out. When you got caught on the BQE by a poet and Butchie B. Yeah, they took your British night coat. Nobody wants to bring that up. Yeah, I think he was probably the first rapper to get jacked. MC Mitch Ski and MG. Y'all gave up what? The radio, the British night coat. Hey, caught slipping. And then Butchie B came in to address Cool C when he came in and did the Go Magic, Go Magic. What he said, I heard about you suckers with your Juice Crew diss.
but people love to miss. They hear it on the box, they listen for a while, but then they want style, and so they turn the dial to 107.5, kicking it all live. Give the people something that they never seen before. I'm twirling in the back, I hear the rap attack. I pump up all the volume and I open up the door. Go out on the patio, tape it on the radio. 107.5 FM stereo. Tape it on the weekend, play it back at lunch. Checking out the rap attacks, busting out merch. Cold kicking back with some chicken and a biscuit. Listening to Molly Mall slapping that lipstick. The imitators try to do like they do. They try to jam it like the Mall and the Juice Crew. They try to rock it but they never succeed. To give the party people what they want and what they need. To give them what they like, to give them what they crave. 107.5, you better get away. 107.5 Rhythm on call, giving it the all. You rock with Mr. Magic and the DJ Molly Mall. Jam it with the Juice Crew. If you don't screw you, rock a Friday night and a Saturday night too. Giving them hell from 9 to 12. 107.5, serving them well. Rocking on my radio, I'm turning up the joint. The suckers run for cover and the people get the point. I'm in a state of fresh, you know it's BLS. You suckers with the lipstick, you better get a dress. You're looking like a faggot, jocking Mr. Magic. Acting like a parasite, bleach or maggot. You got lipstick on my dipstick, and I'ma slam you, dish you, this quick. With the Marlin and the beat non-stop. The cream of the crop, official version. They'll talk about him for the next century. They'll make a movie and a documentary. They'll write a novel saying Magic was the first. You suckers with a lipstick and put it in your purse. You read it on the bus, you read it on the train. You read it front to back and you will never see your name. You're striving to be live and wanting to conniving when you try to bite on 107.5 and Magic and the crew. That's what you're trying to do. The only person here getting this be you. My name is Butchie B and I done spoke my piece. Set it for the record, let the bush please.
You wouldn't have made a record to give the people, he said, what he said, the people to go and miss? All you suckers with lipsticks need to get a dress. Looking like a faggot, jacking Mr. Magic, acting like a parasite, leeches or maggots. So yeah, that was cool. I used to like that song. I mean, Butchie B really stepped it up for Queensbridge. He put it down. He had, what was that? Beat Down KRS? Beat Down KRS and all that stuff. He was tearing it up.
KRS-One, I will beat you down with the dope rhyme and the freshest sound while my DJ E cold breaking on the CUT. I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but my DJ started wheeling and I saw you like a sucker, you were standing on the floor. The mic had started drumming, it was calling me to come in, so I got up on the stage, I couldn't take it anymore. Use a blood clot, go home and smoke pot. You counting pennies while I'm steady counting my knot. The picture's clear, you're fronting on your gear. I knew you was a sucker from the way you wear your hair. Knocked it, rocked it, looking all retarded. You got a shape up, but the barber couldn't part it. You tried to reggae, but the people said please stop. The music sounded like banana boom hip hop. It's never sounded like BLS. The only place where you could get a beat this fresh. The people want a boogie, but your rhyme is in the way. You try to rock a party with D-da-dee-da-dee-day, but it just don't work. You're talking about a work. You try to test the magic and your mouth will get you hurt. My name is Butchie B. I came here on a quest. I'm dissing BDP and I won't beat no KRS. And if you think I'm bugging or you think that I will not, just try to get with me and you be hanging out with Scott. To get with me's impossible. I'll put you in the hospital. I'll freeze you on a stick and then I'll melt you like a popsicle. My name is Butchie B. I'm passing every test. I steady rock a party, show the people who's the best. I'm in a state of fresh, you're in a state of best. I keep on pumping Buddha, you will keep on pumping sex. Think of KRS when it comes to the rhyme. Think of KRS when it comes to the rhyme.
This man said you gon' be chillin' with Scott. Told you these young dudes had no remorse, no respect. Back then, it was on. Trying to tell you, the Queens Wars is what made these MCs in Queensbridge get so raw. The talent. That's why you got the Nas's, the AZs, and everybody. They was in it. You know what I'm saying? They were getting it live. Everybody else picked up on it. These guys already had it. You feel me? They had these tracks. We had to go through loops to hear these songs. By the time it got to us, They had already had it on their radio station, and you know, it ain't the internet. You know, try being from Chicago and hearing the Mr. Magic tape. And all of this had to be on cassette for us. So, y'all were privileged. Like, the Juice Crews kind of stepped back and let these young brothers from the Queensbridge come up and do their thing. You had Noel and Poet doing their thing, taking you out. And then KRS-One came out with the Still #1 disc with for DJ Red Alert. When he started talking about Poet, he was like, KRS Uno, you fresco. Poet, you soft and you know. Do not speak when grown people speak. Don't interrupt the class while I'm teaching. Turn your textbook in. Now BDP and C. Criminal minded. And by all means necessary. Them are two monster CDs. By all means necessary to me is better than Criminal Minded. So, I mean, what you want to say? KRS-One had the right to brag after dropping Criminal Minded and By All Means Necessary. Her Criminal Minded bit the whole shit. That was for Ice Cube. Ice Cube heard Criminal Minded, bit the whole shit. Oh man, but yeah, it was a lot of stuff going on at the time. I mean, they were battling all through the 80s. It did not end with The Bridge Is Over. People believe that, and if they are wrong, it was going down. You had mixtapes going all the way through. I mean, Scholar Rock died. Everybody said it's going to cool down for a little bit, and it just picked right back up. Everybody started going out, and they was throwing shots for years. This went on into the 90s. Queensbridge was under attack, and they had been battling ever since then, all the way into the 90s. So I'm trying to tell y'all, it's tracks going back and forth. The black man is in effect. So, I mean, they definitely, Poet and KRS-One always been going back and forth. In my philosophy, KRS-One is dissing him. And then he's, you know, play it again, Shan. Play it again, Shan is like the response to My Philosophy by KRS-One. A lot of people didn't know that either. But play it again, Shan. You know, that's why he thought it. Knowledge ain't nothing but a book on your shelf. This is what I loved hip hop, man. I mean, to the core, because everybody was on it. It hadn't plateaued yet, but it had so much potential. So everybody who was in it, I mean, they were in it. They were bringing it. And if you was whack, you couldn't be around. It's like, dude, you whack. You got to go. They cut you off. You was stopped. And you had to either get better or fall back. Now, the dude, it's just, I mean, you can't compare it to now, because now the rules are different. Whack is in. It'd be like, I won't hold you better. Yeah, then I'm going to come in with that. It'd be like, every day I smoke new blunt. Every day, roll kush, then drink. It's purple. Yeah, get it, purple kush. Yeah, get it, purple kush, and purple drink. Yeah, oh, purple drink. Yeah, see, I'm on it. I'm on it like that. Baby, we gonna roll a smile. I mean, and that's a song. It's a million spins, and everybody's gonna tell me, man, the beat go hard, Joe. The beat go hard, Joe. So, just to let y'all know, go back and listen to some of these tracks I named. See if you can pull them up. Listen to Black Poet himself get in there and DJ Hot Day, and this he got with Hot Day. That was in the 90s. He was kicking it way back in the 80s. Nas even mentioned the battle. Because, he from the bridge, of course, so he knew about it on the Illmatic. But what get me is that the majority of these people who talk about this beef, they never really came up and said, all right, let's you know what I'm saying, let's go ahead and bring the whole everything into the fold, and talk about talk about the whole thing and its total, because people think that, oh well, Shan them, they really didn't, it was just little stuff. Shan was still coming with tracks throwing shots back at KRS-One. He just wasn't finna make one big song about them no more and give them all that press. And Roxanne Shante, Have a Nice Day, written by Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane wrote that one. I don't think that was Granddaddy IU. He didn't write that. He wrote Big Mama, but Have a Nice Day was written by Kane, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And I want to find that song too. I never heard it. It's called The Bridge Wars on Queensbridge Records. Never heard it, but I need to hear that joint.